So here we are going to take a look at an existing bed bag and just go through the process of quickly checking it off. So this particular bed bag here has just been brought back in off a D stage. So whilst our team in the field does their best to look at and make sure all the ingredients go back into a bag to be and it's complete before it goes back on the shelf, it still needs to be checked over and ensure that everything is in there before it goes back out, because what we want to avoid is always any kind of rework that exists in the field. So there's nothing worse than a stylist getting on site and opening up a bag only to find that there's only one standard Euro, or there might only be a flat sheet missing, or they think it's a queen set and it's got a double doona cover in it. So we need to make sure that they're always being checked and that we minimize any rework. So let's just take a look at this bed bag that's come back and just make sure that it is actually in good condition, ready to go straight back out. So if we just come over here. So every bed bag has a guide listed on it, and on that guide it actually tells us exactly what needs to go in that bag for it to be complete. So in this particular one, it's called a queen linen set, so it's suitable for a double or a queen bed. So it has one queen doona, one queen cover, one queen flat sheet. It has two Euros and 2 cases, and 2 standard pillows and 2 cases. It doesn't have a valance, and it doesn't have cushions, and it does not have a throw. So if we just have a quick look at this bag, so I can see from the outside I've got 2 standard pillows with their covers on them. So tick, 2 standard pillows and 2 standard covers. I can see 2 Euro pillows in here and 2 Euro covers, so we can tick those off. Down the bottom here I can see a valance cover, not a valance cover, a doona cover, and I can see a doona as well inside that cover, so that's complete. Let's have a look for the flat sheet. So the only thing left here is to find the flat sheet. So this particular bag does not appear to have a flat sheet in it. So this came off a D stage and it looks complete and sitting on the shelf. And the problem here is that this bag could have been picked, selected, and gone straight back out to the next stage, only to find that the stylist on site then opens up the bag, gets everything out, and then they don't have a standard sheet to cover the end of the mattress. And that will then cause them a problem that they need to deal with on site, and possibly may need to come back to the warehouse to get a standard sheet, which is a huge cost that we want to avoid, is having someone come back off site, slow down the stage, and then do the rework of coming back to the house with the extra items. So let's just have a quick look though inside the bag, because it could be hidden away. So bear with me. So you do need, if you can't find everything, don't open it up. And just get inside the bag and find out if we can find that single sheet. So good too, you can just check that the pillows are nice and clean and all the bedding is clean when you're going through. It's all clean. Here we go. And I found the flat sheet. It was tucked away underneath the pillows. So we're going to put the bag back together in the way that we want it always presented, so that it always looks the same, and that way it's easier and quicker to check when somebody's visually looking at the bag. We always start with the doona on the bottom, and if it's in its quilt, then it's all together, so we'll be able to see that there's a big chunky bulk at the bottom. We know that the doona and the cover are in there. And we'll get the 2 Euro pillows to sit neatly on top of each other. Helps to make a sort of a square form in the bag, so it makes it easy to stack and move around. And then we're going to add the next part of the ingredients, which is our 2 standard pillows into the top. So again, stack these on top of each other. And it makes like a cube as you put them into the plastic. Then what we want to do with the flat sheet is we want to put the flat sheet directly in the front of the bag, because that's the hardest thing to see. It's the smallest thing in the bag, but it's also one of the most crucial things when we get to site that needs to be there. We'll sit that right up nice and high in the bag. We'll get the green card and just double check that we've got everything on our card ready to go. Pop the card back inside the bag, ideally around where the fitted sheet is. That's really helpful, or the standard sheet I should say. That way it's really easy when you look at the card, you go, yep, the sheet's in there, I can see that. Now what we want to do is just tape the bag up. We don't compress it so that the air is gone. We want everything to be nice and bulky. So it's okay to have it just sitting there, and then we just fold our plastics, so fold them in and then fold them over. And then we want to get our zippy gun, and we tape our bag to the top. I don't have my zippy with me, but what we'll do is we'll zip, imagine like we're zipping over the top. So we go one big tape over the top this way, and then we go one big tape over the top this way, and then we are done. The last part though is if we are checking the bag and we know it's good to go and it's going to go back on the shelf or go onto the packing mat, just find a sticker like a large dot, about size of a 20-cent piece, and we put the dot on the bag somewhere nice, easily invisible, either at the top or on the front of the card, and that way we know that the bag is fully checked, ready to go, and not going to cause us any problems when it gets out into the field. So that's how we check a bed bag. Every bag needs to be checked before it goes out, and every bag should be put back together off the D stage with all of its ingredients in. Next section, we're going to talk about how to make a bed bag from brand new. And that was where we use all of our, like making a cake, we use all of the raw ingredients and we start putting the bag together right from scratch.